Dear third semester students, good morning to one and all. You are going to start one of the most important paper in your graduation, that is BSc Microbiology. That paper is considered as the foundation of all the life sciences. That paper is the fundamental principle of so many papers whatever you are studying or studied or going to study in this particular semester. And the paper name is Biochemistry for Microbiology. And the previous semester the paper name was Biochemistry, and in your curriculum, in 2019 curriculum, the paper is renamed as Biochemistry for Microbiology. And this paper, it is a general awareness course, that is the first general awareness course, and the course code is 3A11MCB. That is third semester. Okay, and this is the paper number and the designation. And today we are going to start this greater branch of biological science that has a profound scope and application. Simple example, the pioneer or a father of modern microbiology is, all of you know that is Louis Pasteur. And the Louis Pasteur, he was a biochemist. He basically a biochemistry scientist. And he studied a lot of aspects, especially the utilization of yeast and the fermentation processes and major sterilization processes, etc., based on his biochemistry expertise and knowledge. And that is why biochemistry is one of the oldest branch and one of the most important branch for your curriculum. And I will be dealing with the biochemistry in this particular semester. And I am Sinos Kriyachan, your teacher. Okay, and today we are going to discuss the introduction and overview of biochemistry. And biochemistry, it is a very big area and very big branch. That is what I told for you. They have emphasized the application of biochemistry in the microbiological point of view. So you are going to study what all are the principles of biochemistry that is required for your microbiology course. And this is going to serve as a foundation for the so many papers in the next semester, not only next semester, in your throughout your career. And once you complete your BSc Microbiology, you may go for higher studies or some other program or some small work, okay, or job. And the biochemistry knowledge is very, very important. People will check your biochemistry knowledge, and if you write any competitive examination, biochemistry, you will be getting so many questions. And next semester also you are having some of the paper. And currently the paper whatever you are studying, like bioinformatics and bioinstrumentation and similar type of papers, it require lot of biochemistry aspects. So that is what I would like to emphasize before we start the course. So today we are going to discuss the overview of biochemistry and what is the course outcome of this particular course. Why do you want to study this particular course? Why the university has given this particular course as the general awareness course for you? What all are the course content in your syllabus? What are the major units, that is 6 modules are there? What we are going to discuss in those 6 modules? And once you complete biochemistry, what is the probable outcome of this particular course? And what are the other important aspects? And what are the textbook and reference book? All those things we are going to discuss in this particular class. So beginning itself, you try to listen very carefully and attentively, and I will tell you this particular paper is one of the major paper and very interesting paper. Okay, and the scope and applications are enormous in the field of not only microbiology and biotechnology and any areas of microbiology. So we would like to start the word biochemistry. As the name indicates, you can see it is a combination of biology and chemistry. The word biochemistry we can split into two: biology and the chemistry. Okay, and that is known as biological chemistry. Okay, what are the chemical aspects that is required to operate the biological system, and what are their chemical basis, and especially how that chemical aspects are helping for the functional studies of various type of organism. When you are talking about microbiology, you are having so many microorganisms: bacteria, okay, algae, fungi, both unicellular and multicellular, okay, then protozoa, viruses, okay, and all those things are very, very common in microbiology. You have already studied. And what is the application of biochemistry in that particular areas of study we are going to discuss. So before we are going to discuss the overview of biochemistry, as you can see in the picture, okay, this is a mixture of chemical processes and biological processes. Chemical processes, what I mean to say that here you can see a DNA, okay, and some molecules, and here you can see some test tube, okay, some kind of chemical reaction whatever you have performed in a chemistry lab, okay, and here you can see some molecules they have represented in the ball and stick, okay, and here some representation of the some test tube. This is just a pictorial representation. What I wanted to tell you is it symbolizes what is the chemistry of biology, okay, and biochemistry is otherwise known as biological chemistry. So biochemistry may be defined as, this is the advanced aspects of biological science which deals with the advanced as well as fundamental aspects of the science which deals with the study of chemical processes within and relating to the living organism. The study of chemical processes that is taking place in a biological system. That is, the biochemical processes give rise to the complexities of life. Okay, what is the secret of life and what are the most important component of life, okay, and how individual the organisms is created, okay, all that kind of aspects are the peculiar aspects of biochemistry. That is, using the chemical knowledge and techniques, okay, the people they will do this kind of analysis, they are known as biochemist. Using chemical knowledge and technique, the biochemist or a biologist or a microbiologist can understood and solve various biological problems. Okay, using chemical knowledge and technique, they can understand and they can solve the biological problem. How can they solve a biological problem? We will discuss. Okay, and what they are going to study is the biochemist focus mainly on the aspect, the role and function of various type of macromolecules that is responsible for the life. Okay, and I would like to quote an important word called biomolecules. Okay, biomolecule. So biomolecules are the biological molecule, the molecule that is fundamentally present in all the biological system, and they have a particular structure. Due to that structure, they express certain functions. Okay, so that is the perspective of biochemistry. So biochemists, they focus the structure of biomolecules and thereby study the role or function of a particular organism. So the structural details behind the functional aspects of the organism. So I hope you understood what you mean by biochemistry. Then it is like here you can see a slide, and this slide, biochemistry is the center of attraction and it has related with all the biological science. Okay, one or the other way they are having a huge relation. Directly I told you the chemistry. The chemistry is the actual the chemistry. Okay, the actual the nature of the atoms, molecule that is already present in an organism. Okay, and this chemistry provides the methods and the molecular aspects of the organisms. Okay, thus chemistry is very well interrelated. Then next one, the biology. You can see you have already studied so many biology: zoology, botany, microbiology, okay, physiology, so many type of biological aspects you have studied. Okay, and here all these biological aspects that provides the relevance. If you wanted to study biology in terms of the functional perspectives, you have to look more and more details into the basic level and the fundamental level. And what is that? The presence of biomolecules. Okay, and what is the presence of biomolecule? And these biomolecules are pure chemical or biochemical component. And if you look the actual chemistry of those biomolecule, you can tell whatever the result or whatever the information what you require. So combination of chemistry and biology, that is a broad branch of science and technology called biochemistry. Then it require chemistry, biochemistry always require, in order to provide the all the result, many time it require certain mathematical aspects, certain formulas. Okay, then if you are talking about in chemistry, you are talking about normality, molarity, okay, molecular weight, okay, atomic weight. Okay, so all those things are the aspects of mathematics. Okay, and which provide, you require mathematics also, and which provide the details of, to provide the means to evaluate and predict, okay, the biochemistry. That prediction with the help of biochemistry and molecular biology, that is what currently the other paper you are studying, that is bioinformatics. Okay, that is the prediction based on the biochemistry aspects and the main biological aspects using some computational softwares and tools or databases. Then another important aspect, you may think like this is commonly you have studied in your PU level, okay, the +2 level or school level. Okay, physics. Okay, and what is the need of physics in biochemistry? Physics also provide the actual terms like velocity, okay, and orbit, okay, all such kind of aspect, the physical aspect that is required to define, okay, especially the physical properties, okay, of the biomolecules, okay, the physical properties of the biomolecules, the angle of rotations, okay, and the thermodynamics parameters, all those things are very much required in biochemistry. So physics also will provide a very important role in biochemistry. Okay, so biochemistry is the center of attraction. So where microbiology is coming? Microbiology is the application of all this combination in the microbial world or microbial system. Now I told you about biochemistry. There I told you about the term biomolecule. So biochemistry is what? The study of biomolecules. Okay, and what are those biomolecules? Okay, what are the biomolecules of life? Okay, and these molecules of life are mainly four types. Entire biochemistry talk about all these types of organism. Number one, that is proteins. Okay, proteins, then nucleic acids, then carbohydrate and lipids. Okay, these are the major types of biomolecules. So proteins, as you all know, the most amazing molecule, the most important molecule to study the function of an organism. And proteins are the basic building blocks of the organism. So every organism, starting from a very small organ, the smallest organism in the world, that is viruses. Okay, so now we are talking about SARS coronavirus. Okay, 2, and you can see that that is made up of the surface itself. They are having a protein actually. That protein is the major surface component. So that similarly, starting from a small viruses to the high-end organism, any organism including human being, each and every part of the body, when microorganisms such as bacteria, protozoa, virus, okay, all such kind of organism, the building blocks are protein. And what is this? Proteins are made up of amino acids. They are alpha amino substituted carboxylic acid. The major building blocks of the organism is protein, and protein comprises of various type of amino acids. There are 20 amino acids, and each amino acid, they are having a particular structure, and if small variation in their particular structure, then it will be having the variation in the functional aspects also. All 20 amino acids, they are having a structure, thus it's obviously having the function. So we will discuss about proteins in detail about this particular paper. So knowledge about protein is one of the important aspects of the biochemistry for microbiology students. Then comes the nucleic acid. So this is the hereditary material of the organism. So nucleic acids, there are two types, deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. These are the hereditary material of the organism. So these nucleic acids are present in all the organism, either DNA or RNA, a smallest virus till the high-end eukaryotic organism that is present. So you will discuss the aspects of the structural and structural aspects of the nucleic acid, and you have already studied in your lower level classes, and we are going to discuss the detailed biochemistry and how that is helpful for the study of the study of the functional aspects of the life. Then the next one is carbohydrate. Okay, and the carbohydrates are the such as glucose, lactose, okay, maltose, okay, sucrose, okay, all those things, and starch, cellulose, pectin, okay, chitin, okay, these all are the, carbohydrate or their derivatives. And what is this? These are the principal energy components present in our body actually. In order to function the body, you require energy, and the energy is fundamentally synthesized from carbohydrate. All of you know the cycle of the cell cycle, okay, or the metabolic pathway of glycolysis, okay, or citric acid cycle, okay. All those components are the starting compounds are glucose and similar type of carbohydrate, and they are having a particular structure, lot of classification, and so many types of function it will be performed in the body. So that we will be discussing in detail. So this is the next important biomolecule. Then the third one is the lipids, okay. The lipids and fatty acids, they are very important. They are long chain polymers, okay, and they are having in one end they are having the, you can see similar structure, the alkane group, and another end it's an acid, okay. So the long end you can see a fat, and plus one end you can see COOH, that is fatty acids, okay. And this mainly act as the storage reservoir of our body, okay. So we, in order to provide, whenever we are taking a food, these are the components we are eating, okay. What is the important? Protein. Whenever you are taking a protein, 1 gram of protein you will be getting 4.3 kilocalorie per energy. And nucleic acid, in fact that will not be taking adequately, that is a separate molecule. Carbohydrate also you will be taking, okay. And fat or lipid will be providing double amount of energy than protein and carbohydrates are giving, approximately 9.2 or 9.3 kilocalorie you will be getting, okay. So this is an overview. So the detailed study of protein, nucleic acids, carbohydrate and lipid, you are going to, or some of the conjugated molecular form or mixture of both. Sometimes it will present in the body not only as a protein, it's a combination of protein and carbohydrate, proteins and nucleic acid, that is nucleoproteins, okay. And it is carbohydrate and protein, glyco, the word glyco means carbohydrate and protein, okay, or protein and lipid, lipoprotein, okay, and so on, okay. So this it is very important. And these biomolecules in our body, they place as a foundation of life, okay. There are two types of process in our body. Whatever the previous slide, whatever I have told, the same thing. Our body is made up of organic components, okay. These are the principal components in our body: carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur. These 6 elements are very important for the life, and these constitute fatty acids, okay, and constitute lipids, okay, and the same components, okay, constitute amino acids. The so many amino acids combines to form peptides, okay. Peptides are there are the combination of amino acids connected by peptide linkage, and so many peptides are connected to form complex proteins, okay. So that is the another important thing. So the composition is this fundamental molecules. And another one, the nucleic acid bases, okay. The nucleic acid bases, their general bases, they are made up of all those components that contribute nucleotides, okay. We will discuss that. And these nucleotides, they form so many nucleotides, that is polynucleotides, that is nucleic acid. Here peptides form protein, that is known as polypeptides. So polypeptides are proteins, polynucleotides are nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA. Then these components are also produces the sugars and polysaccharides. So the sugars, their complex classification, we will discuss that. The complex classification, one of the most complex classification is polysaccharides, that also we will discuss. And here what you can see is from there are two types of processes in our body. Okay, these two processes are commonly known as anabolism or anabolic pathways and a catabolism or a catabolytic pathway. So this catabolic pathway, this complex biomolecule from the bottom level, if it broken down into simpler forms, finally they reach any one of these elements are known as catabolic process, that is splitting. Okay, splitting process. Okay, complex molecules such as lipids, okay, such as lipids, proteins, nucleic acid and polysaccharides, they are broken into smaller forms and finally they will end up in giving all those small molecules. So that is known as catabolic process. Then what do you mean by anabolic process? Just opposite. Okay, the simple form of the molecules such as carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus and sulfur, they form complex molecule from simple organic or inorganic molecule. All these molecule, they combines in various combination and it produces lipids and it produces amino acids and produces proteins. Okay, and it produces nucleic bases and finally nucleic acid and it produces the sugar, monosaccharide and later the complex sugar. And this synthesis process is known as the anabolic process. So this is the foundation of biochemistry. Then again, whatever I have told, the same thing I would like to emphasize once again. Biochemistry, you can, a simple biochemistry you can see completely here. Okay, so this is nothing but the biochemistry that gets energy from carbohydrates, okay, such as sugar and starch. Okay, and this starch that will be grazing the animals, okay, and get energy and utilizes final form called cellulose, and cellulose is the energy source for many organisms. Or in biochemistry they store the energy in the form of lipids, and the lipids in bacteria it directly produces the membrane. Okay, membrane lipids, and lipids are, they can either fats and oils, and that is commonly present in animals, and if it is present in plants they are saturated. I mean if it is an animal, that is saturated fatty acid, and if it is in plant that will be unsaturated fatty acid or oils. Okay, so that is the importance of the next molecule called lipids. So this is carbohydrate, this is lipid. And what about the next one? Proteins. Okay, and this, as I said, the proteins build the cell, that is with the protein. Proteins comprises of amino acids, that is made up of amino acid, and this amino acids, as I said, one amino acid and next amino acid forms a covalent rigid planar bond called peptide bond, and they produces polypeptides and proteins. So that is another important part. And the next biochemistry is the nucleic acid that builds the genetic code. Okay, the secret of the heredity. Okay, that is nucleic acids, and the nucleic acids are made up of nucleotides. We will discuss that, which contains certain bases, that is known as nitrogenous bases, and that also contains the sugar such as pentose sugar, such as ribose and deoxyribose, that we will again discuss. And these nucleic acids are two types. DNA, that is the hereditary material of all the organisms in the world. Okay, and in some organism you can see the instead of DNA, RNA is the genetic material. Okay, and this is the RNA, DNA and proteins are known as the major molecular machinery. Okay, out of these four biomolecules, proteins and nucleic acids have most important role in the body. Then this is the overview of biochemistry. Having this much of details, what are we going to study in the next, in the coming classes? Okay, that is what we are going to discuss. This is what the in your syllabus you can see in the top, per week it should have 4-hour class for biochemistry, and you should have the 4 credit course. Okay, and something called as course outcome. Okay, after each and every unit, once you study, what is expected to be benefited, okay, what you will be getting, why do you want to study this, okay, so that you are going to understand. That is known as course outcome. Simply call it as CO. Okay, so the first course outcome, I have highlighted here the important points. The first course outcome, in order to, for studying bioinformatics, once you are studying bioinformatics, what outcome you will be getting? To understand the aspects of different types of bonding in biomolecules, and the concept and importance of pH and redox reactions in the living system. So what are the different types of bondings? Okay, as I said, you can see this is everything is producing due to the combination of so many small molecules. Okay, what are the different bonding? Okay, how these molecules are synthesized? Okay, what are the major bonds are present in this biomolecule, and why pH is important, why redox reactions are important. Once you study this particular paper, it is expected that you will get an idea about all those concepts. Then the next one is course outcome 2. Describe the detailed structure of carbohydrate with the different bonding patterns, their properties, classification, and function in cell. Okay, so you should describe the detailed structure of carbohydrate. Okay, so many biomolecule we have studied. Okay, I told you the first biomolecule is a carbohydrate. So you are going to get what you will be going to get? The structure and different patterns and classification, properties, and if you study all those things, you will be able to study the function. Ultimately, what is the outcome? You should end up in studying the function. In order to study function, what do you require? Something is there. Okay, so what is that something? It is the structure. Okay, what is the structure? It is the chemistry. Okay, what is this chemistry? That chemistry, since the chemistry of biology, biomolecule, thus it is biochemistry. Okay, that is the connection. If you study the structure, then only you can study the function. Then the course outcome 3, to explain again the structure. The structure is the most important things in biochemistry. Okay, structure, classification, properties of amino acids, and the structural organization of amino acids, and various conjugates. Okay, with other macromolecule. I told already, some molecules are not existing only in the form of protein. They existing is a combination. So that is known as conjugate form. Conjugate, molecular conjugate, and their function of protein in the biological cell. So these are the first 3 COs. Then the next 3 COs are CO4, to understand in detail the properties, classification, and mechanism and kinetics of enzyme action and the principle of enzyme regulation. In biochemistry, I told you proteins are very, very important, and in proteins, these proteins are known as a fundamental building blocks, and some of the proteins are perform specific catalytic function called enzymes. Okay, the enzymes are biological catalysis. Okay, catalyst. So their properties, classification, mechanism, and kinetics of enzyme action we are going to study by studying the next main chapter. Then the course outcome 5, that is to describe the components, structure and organization of nucleic acids, both DNA and RNA, and their functional importance in the living organism. Okay, the functional importance, if you study the structure, then you can study the functional importance of the organism. So this is course outcome 5. Then the last course outcome is to understand, okay, to understand the structure, type and the properties of fats, fatty acids, lipids and the conjugate form and their functional importance. Okay, to understand the structure, types and properties of fats, fatty acids, lipids, there are little bit difference we will discuss, and their conjugate form and their functional importance. Okay, so what I would like to tell you is CO1 is mainly based on from module number 1. We will discuss module number 1. Once you complete, you will achieve this particular perspective. And course outcome 2 is from module number 2. Course outcome 3 you will achieve by studying module number 3, and 4, 5 and 6 you will achieve if you study module number 4, module number 5 and module number 6 respectively. Okay, so that is the objective of course outcome. Okay, so once you study, so you should know that why do you wanted to study this biochemistry. Then this is the syllabus. Okay, just I have shown here what are the things what we are going to study in each class. Okay, in this paper there are 6 modules, and as I said, each module you will get you will achieve one CO, and you will get an idea. So module number 1 we will discuss what you are going to study. I could have simply paste the syllabus in your syllabus here, but I have not done that because important points we need to study. So in module number 1 we will discuss about the chemical bonds, the weak forces of attraction in biomolecules, important biomolecule hydrogen bonds, the properties of the water, the universal solvent, what are acids, what are base, what are buffers, what are pH, how will you measure, okay, and how will you prepare the buffer, okay, and what do you mean by redox reaction, redox potential, and what is the role in microbiology. So some of the aspects you have already studied in your chemistry, and we are going to discuss once again about this particular aspects. Okay, then we will discuss in terms of biological perspectives. Then the next one is carbohydrate, next unit. Okay, so carbohydrates, its classification, stereoisomerism, optical activity, in the classification of different carbohydrates such as monosaccharides, and the structure of monosaccharide, fundamental monosaccharide is glucose, and other monosaccharides we are going to take, and what are the properties of monosaccharides, then what are disaccharides, okay, how it is classified, and with the example we are going to study, and what are complex carbohydrates such as polysaccharides, how they have classified, what are the examples. And in microbiology, this is the potential example, that is peptidoglycan, because that is commonly present in bacterial cell wall, gram positive bacterial cell wall, and little bit in gram negative cell wall also. We will discuss that. In unit number 3 or module number 3, we are going to discuss about the protein. So that is one unit is specific for one aspect. This unit is the basic chemistry in biology. This is the carbohydrate, and this is the proteins. Okay, so their amino acids, we are going to study amino acids and proteins, their important functions of protein, brief account and general structure of amino acids, and amino acid, it is how it is classified, what are non-protein amino acids, what are ionic charges of protein, And what do you mean by a technique called electrophoresis? We will discuss. And what is the structure of aspect? Very briefly, they have mentioned here the primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary structure of proteins. Okay, and what is the folding of a protein? Okay, polypeptide chain, and how when secondary structure of the protein is present. Okay, and what are the important types of proteins such as globular proteins. Okay, and fibrous protein is there that they have not mentioned in the syllabus, and you will study about globular protein and their substructures, and major example in microbiology, especially the next important paper called immunology. They will study about immunoglobulins or antibody. Okay, so you will discuss as an example. Then in unit number 4, one specific type of protein that acts as the biological catalyst. This is very important in biology. That is known as enzymes. Okay, so that enzymes, the properties of enzymes, classification of enzymes, mechanism of enzyme action, enzyme substrate interactions, and what is activation energy, what is the rate of the reaction, and some specific principle called Michaelis-Menten kinetics of enzyme action, how enzyme activity can be regulated or controlled, how can we inhibit the enzyme, what are the enzyme inhibitors, and one specific type of inhibition that has lot of relevance, that is allosteric inhibition. All those things we will discuss. So about the continuation of the previous unit, this is protein. One of the major proteins are enzymes. Then the next important biomolecule, nucleic acids. Okay, what are the basic components and organization? There are fundamental units such as nucleoside, nucleotide. Okay, there are so many types of nucleoside, di and triphosphate. Okay, ATP, ADP, etc. Then cyclic nucleotides. Then the structure of RNA, the DNA, and the double helical structure proposed by Watson and Crick, and their detailed molecular aspects we are going to study in unit number 5. Then the last unit, the last biomolecule such as fatty acids and fats, how it is named. Okay, what is the nomenclature or naming of lipids and fats, what all acyl glycerol, waxes, phospholipids, glycolipids, glyceryl esters and steroids. These are various types of simple and complex, compound lipids that we will discuss. Then the function of lipids and a molecular conjugator, how lipids are interacted with the proteins and how it is forming lipoproteins. Okay, these are the overview of the aspect you are going to study, and all these units are very important in biology. Okay, so that is what I told. We are going to cover in all the 4 units. You are going to cover one unit talks about carbohydrate, one unit talk about lipids, one unit to talk about nucleic acid, one unit talks about proteins. Okay, and 2 more units talk about the basic chemistry and little advanced protein, that is enzymes. Okay, this is the course outcome whatever we are going to study. These are the course content, the syllabus whatever we are going to discuss in the subsequent class. Then why do you want to study biochemistry? Once you study biochemistry, what benefit you will be getting? As the picture indicate, which area we cannot implement biochemistry, you tell. All life sciences, any area you see, biochemistry is the foundation. Okay, any profession you want to take in any of the area, if you are a student after completing BSc microbiology, you can go for MSc. You wanted to study, you have to study the biochemical aspects, okay, of so many papers. Then if you work in a clinical laboratory, the basic biochemistry, the biochemical tests are very important. Okay, the basic biochemistry and microbiology are very important. Okay, then the biological science like zoology, botany, evolutionary biology, biodiversity, taxonomy, Okay, all those particular science, biochemistry is a must to study. Then chemistry, I told you, if you wanted to talk about the chemistry of life, then biochemistry is the aspect. Then advanced aspects of biochemistry, structural biology, the structure of different biomolecules that provide you the functional aspects. Okay, that is again biochemistry. And microbiology, I told you, the foundation of microbiology is biochemistry. Okay, and immunology. Okay, so that is also important, especially to study the interaction between the antigen and antibody, the immunology. Okay, that is known as immunology, the study of antigen antibody interaction, that is serology or immunology. Okay, if you wanted to study, you should know the biochemistry aspects. Then the pathology, okay, the clinical symptoms, clinical manifestations. Okay, and the clinical, you know that when you are going for the checkup, simple body checkup, lot of biochemistry, you will give your blood for checkup for so many biochemistry aspects. Okay, so all those things are related with the pathology. Then neurobiology, okay, it related with the brain and their functions, the nervous system, you require biochemistry again. And the molecular pharmacology, this is very very important, because now everybody are looking drugs against SARS coronavirus or COVID-19. Okay, so molecular pharmacology, and people are looking for the basic structural aspects of SARS coronavirus. Okay, what type of enveloped protein, what are the major subunits. So based on that one, they can develop a lot of drugs. They are trying vaccine development. And molecular or cellular physiology, the molecular biology and cellular physiology, you require biochemistry as the most important subject. Then developmental biology, okay, the development of an organism from one particular phase to another particular phase. Okay, starting from a microorganism till the high end eukaryotes, even animals and plants, the biochemistry is very very important. Animal biochemistry, plant biochemistry. Okay, all those things are very very important. Then genetics, okay, genetics, without biochemistry you cannot study the genetic various aspects of genetics. So if you are a student, or if you are a researcher, if you are a scientist, okay, if you are any profession related with the life science, if you go, biochemistry is the fundamental and foundatory aspects, okay, the basic aspect that you require. And if you write for any competitive examination, lot of questions will be there from the basic biochemistry. Okay, if you check the question paper of entrance examination of any university, you will see so many biochemistry questions. Okay, the reputed examination, okay, the CSIR, okay, or Indian Council of Medical Research, okay, Indian Council of Agricultural Research, okay, DST, Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, okay, and any test you write, okay, or the GATE, okay, all examination, any examination just you write, okay, or in our own Public Service Commission's examination, so many examination question related with the biochemistry will be there. So dear students, thus biochemistry is one of the most important paper. That is why they have called it as a general awareness course number 1. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, so this is all about the introductory topic. And people may ask, sir, which is the textbook you will prefer? Okay, so there are some textbooks mentioned in your syllabus. These textbooks are mentioned in your syllabus. It's a beautiful textbook called Leninger Principles of Biochemistry. This is the most outstanding textbook that has all the aspects of biochemistry. David Nelson and Michael M. Cox, that is common known as Leninger. Okay, and Principles of Biochemistry by Leninger. Leninger is the greatest biochemist actually. Okay, so you will be able to have that particular text. That is little bit big textbook. So many copies are there in our library. So this book is known as the Bible of biological science. Okay, the biggest, aspect, the best, one of the best book in biochemistry. Then another textbook, it is mentioned in your syllabus. Okay, Outline of Biochemistry. Okay, a corn and stump. Okay, so this one also you can study. And another, like Leninger, another excellent book, Biochemistry by Donald Voigt and Judith Voigt. Voigt and Voigt. Okay, so this one also, it is excellent textbook. Any topic you take, and please note that in your syllabus you will not get a single textbook for all the topic. The topics created in your syllabus, they have taken from several textbook. Okay, so many textbook it is required, and all the textbook, if you see one unit, it is more than nearly, sometimes it will be 50 pages, 40 pages, like that. Okay, but it is very detailed aspects, it is given. So one of the best book. Then in addition to that one, you will be having reference book also, Harper's Illustrated Biochemistry, that will be having lot of illustration. Okay, and the author is Murray and Granier. Okay, similarly Lodish, okay, Molecular Cell Biology, one of the very famous book actually, Lodish, Molecular Cell Biology. Okay, similarly Principles of Biochemistry by Lawrence Morgan. Okay, Lawrence Morgan. Okay, this is also another important textbook. And another important textbook like Voigt and Voigt, you can see Biochemistry by Lubert Strayer. Okay, Strayer. Okay, Lubert Strayer. So Strayer's Biochemistry, if you get that, is also a good textbook. You will be having many of the textbook, you will be getting the PDF copy from the internet also. Okay, and library, in our library, that copy is also available. Okay, in the Google book also you will be able to see this kind of textbook. And all these textbooks are foreign authors textbook, but it is written very simple language, and some Indian authors with some basics. Biochemistry, Satyanarayana and Chakrabani. Okay, this is a good textbook. This one also you can refer. Okay, so this is all about today's class. Okay, I hope you understood today. I would like to summarize once. Okay, today we have discussed. Okay, we have discussed what is the basics of biochemistry. What do you mean by biochemistry? Okay, why it is a general awareness course? Why a microbiology student should study biochemistry? What is the overview of this particular course? And what do you mean by biochemistry? Okay, what is the definition? And why it is related with how it is related with the other subject? Why this is very important? We have discussed. Then what are the content of biochemistry? What are biomolecules? What are the popular biomolecules? What are proteins? What are carbohydrates? What are lipids? And what are nucleic acids? And how the complex, they contribute to form a complex life. Okay, what is anabolic process? What is catabolic process? And how these 6 molecules contribute all the biomolecules. Okay, that is foundation of biochemistry. And how the biochemistry described in terms of its subunit, in terms of carbohydrates and lipids, proteins and nucleic acids. Okay, then we are having 6 units. After studying each unit, what course outcome you will study, you will get what is the benefit you will be getting. Okay, that we have discussed. And what is the overview of the course, what is the syllabus. Okay, that we have discussed. Okay, and once you complete the biochemistry, what is the scope of this particular paper, that one also we have discussed. Okay, so this is all about this particular topic. If you are having any clarification, you can ask me. Okay, have a great learning. Today's class, it is a little bit lengthy, that since it is an introductory class. Next class onwards we will shortcut the things. Okay, so I hope you understood. Any doubts if you are having, you can ask me. Have a great time. Take care.